Sponsored by
The haunting fears among Afghan women of a regression to Taliban rule inches closer to reality as the Taliban supremo Mullah Hibatullah Akhundzada announced in a voice message that women in Afghanistan would be publicly flogged or stoned to death for adultery. Advocating for a strict imposition of Sharia law in Afghanistan, Akhundzada further stated that the international community's backing of women's rights contradicted the Taliban's adherence to Islamic Sharia law, and thus they would continue fighting against Western democracy. In an audio broadcast on the Taliban-controlled radio television Afghanistan, the Taliban leader warned the Western nations that even though stoning and flogging women to death might be considered a violation of women's rights in the West, the Taliban would do it to defend human rights as the God's representatives. Defending the law, the Taliban had stated that such repressing laws and ignorance of Western ideas about women's rights display their dedication towards the Islamic law. The Taliban had ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001 until a US-led invasion of the country ousted the Taliban from power. Nonetheless, in 2021 again, the Taliban collapsed the Western-backed government in Afghanistan, regaining the power. Since then, the Taliban leader carried out revenge attacks and reimposed harsh interpretations of Islamic law, such as barring women from attending schools or working outside homes. Taliban rulers made it mandatory for the women in the country to wear burqa, and whenever they had to go outside the four walls of their homes, they needed to be accompanied by male members. Notably, various liberal media houses continue to portray the new Taliban rule, which began in September 2021, as moderate and praised it as well. However, these laws suppressing women highlights the challenges encountered by Afghan women under the Taliban regime. The announcement of the new law has yet again sparked outrage and instilled fears among the Afghanistan citizens, especially the women, whose rights and safety are deteriorating with each passing day in the country. According to a report by The Guardian, human rights groups believe that the Taliban's announcement of resuming public stoning of women is a result of the international community's silence. Since the Taliban regained power in 2021, it has suspended all the existing criminal and penal codes, replacing them with its rigid and fundamentalist interpretation of Sharia law. They also banned female lawyers and judges from office, targeting their work under the previous government. In the year 2023 itself, Taliban appointed judges ordered 417 public floggings and executions, according to Afghan Witness, a research group monitoring human rights in Afghanistan.